Yeah, that's right. All that's good. It was 20 years ago today that Sergeant Pepper taught the band to play. And they've been going in and out of style, but they're guaranteed to raise...
Well, welcome to the podcast. It's time for the group chat.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, that's Bill Cosby's sincere cover of... he actually sang that. Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band.
It's not an actual internet reconstruction?
No, this is real. That actually is him recording. And the new theme song for Group Chat. Someone DM'd me yesterday. They were like, hey, I have a theme song I want to submit. And I was like, I'm sorry, man. This is great, but I actually have one picked out already.
I can't believe you passed up on another one for this one.
I know. They made it for me. And I was like,
wow.
Sorry, man.
Do you have the other one? Could we just play it just to see what it sounds like?
Pull it. Actually, no. Well, fuck my phone. Next time I'll play it.
Okay.
Are you worried Bill Cosby is going to sue you?
See, I waited for him to go to prison. I just read that he went to prison. I just read up on the whole scandal.
I'm sorry, dude.
I Googled today, can Bill Cosby sue me for playing my favorite song on my podcast? Turns out this guy, you won't believe the news. Well,
oh boy, how far back did you have to go?
A lot. The last I heard from him was
to my brother
Fat
Cecil.
Albert. First of all, he had the sitcom called The Cosby Show. I didn't know about it.
Okay,
pretty good.
Yeah, this is a bad bit.
Brandon's back, everybody. Brandon Garner's here.
Hello, you can tell from my incessant laughter.
And first time on the pod, Arthur Hickman, my roommate, is here, everybody.
Yay.
That's me. I will be abstaining from all bad bits. This is the last time you will hear me speak.
Yeah,
never talks again on the show.
Yeah, if you don't know, this is all bad bits. If you do a good one, I'm going to force you to leave. This isn't good bits. All right?
That's a different show. That's in the next studio.
Yeah.
That sounds high pressure. Yeah. Where I belong.
It's a Pete Holmes show segment. What's the good bits? We got the good bits. So, last week we had Andy Haynes, big get, and this time I have my roommate and my neighbor.
This one sounds clearly like you just remembered today it was happening.
Not far from the truth.
Yeah, when did Robbie book you?
What time is it?
It's so funny because we all live in Bushwick, and I was like, let's all go to the World Trade Center. And if you're wondering why, it's because I hope 9/11 is going to happen right now, again today, okay?
Wow.
The perfect crime.
How long has the episode been running before you made a 9/11 reference?
Oh, boy. I mean, why do you think I'm recording near the World Trade Center? And so I have an excuse every single time. Now, you all remember Brandon from the first episode, the space episodes.
Oh, yeah, I forgot. That's the first one.
Yeah, Space Ventura.
Space Ventura. Good bit. Actually, bad bit. That's why it happened.
Space Ventura. What about Space Ventura is bad?
Now this episode is Space Ventura 2, When Space Calls.
He still comes out of a rhino's ass. But I'm in space this time. All right, we're not going to go back to that well. Sure, everyone's telling me, they told me they stopped listening there or whatever, but I'm going to stick with it. Arthur Hickman, you all remember him from my defunct college radio show from 8 years ago. You all remember him from that, right?
I hope so, Robbie.
You guys know each other that long?
Yeah, we went to college together.
Hey, cool.
And one of the first conversations we had, Robbie played that song for me, the Sgt. Pepper's.
Is that
Are you
true?
serious?
True, yeah.
Oh, this is beautiful.
Wow. We've come full circle, and
So
we
you're
never have to speak again.
You're getting married today.
I love that I haven't evolved that much as a comedian, but real life made that bit better.
Oh, yeah.
The Cosby downfall really improved.
Oh, wow, yeah, you said that 8
I
years
showed it
ago.
to him before. Yeah,
Oh, yeah, it's funnier now.
before. Yeah, oh, it's so much funnier. Back then it was just silly. Now it's now it's dark.
What was your radio show then?
It was called Discotainment. It was bad. Nobody listened to it.
You were at Emerson, right?
Yeah, Emerson.
So you guys were still comedy peeps then?
Yeah.
Okay.
We were in a comedy troupe together.
Oh, that's fun. Cool.
Yeah.
Thank you.
We love every. Yeah.
Thank you for That's Fun.
It was called Chocolate Cake City, and everyone who's ever been in it is a great person who I still love.
Yeah, doing a sketch comedy thing in college is really an act of service.
I remember Harris Whittles went to our school, and before I went to school there, I think I remember him saying, "Yeah, dude, like the comedy troops are like the football teams there."
Yeah.
And it's like, nope, still theater kids. There's just more theater kids.
Really?
The athletes still fucked by far the most and had the best parties.
But they were playing Quidditch. That's true.
What, really?
Multiple Quidditch teams.
We had Quidditch
What?
teams.
Yeah.
I feel so angry and confused
And there-
at the same time.
It was like really hardcore, like varsity Quidditch teams. Wow. What you do is you run around on a broom. I'm so mad just saying this. I did like Emerson a lot, but like I enjoyed my time there. And, the comedy stuff was actually a lot of fun, I think. But that element of like, Harry Potter sports, it's like, oh boy,
Yeah. No, that's gross.
Yeah. I did love the day Bin Laden died.
Yeah.
We need to extend the silence after that punchline again.
Oh, you know what? The best. I don't know if I said this on the podcast yet, but the best was the day we were in Boston for the bombing. I don't know if you remember, but we were in the hand. A guy in our troop said he hooked up with this girl on the bombing day, and I was like, "Whoa, crazy!" And he was like, "Yeah, it just really brought us together." It's like you don't need to pretend,
dude. Come on.
Once again, all good people.
Don't use this national tragedy as like a reason. Just say, no, she was fucking desperate that day.
Yeah, I went up a couple brackets that day.
Yeah, Arthur.
What were you gonna say, Arthur?
Oh no, I don't remember. I'm panicking.
Okay, that's fine.
Somebody bail me out.
Christian,
right.
bail you out. Here we go.
Oh boy, get this fucking lights down.
I'm Dick Cheney.
All right, oh boy, bad bits. Bad.
What about this? Joker. Christian Bale, bad.
No, we get it.
What? No, I don't at all.
Christian Bale was Batman.
But
yeah,
he says
Joker.
Joker. It was a bad Joker.
Yeah, he says that.
Okay, I don't want this podcast turning on me. Okay, I'm the host. You know what?
That's the best part of the show is when it turns against you.
Yeah, this is a mutiny.
Hey there, welcome to our new show. Robbie doesn't belong here. Hey, I'm your host, Brandon, and this is your co-host, Arthur.
Every day of my goddamn life. It's Emerson all over again. I was popular at first, and then it's every year.
Can we get a new theme song?
All right, well, I'm playing the song again.
Same theme song.
It was 20 years ago today. Robbie Goodwin was popular. Arthur, you do a lot of illustrations. You're a big artist.
Oh, really? That's cool.
Have you considered drawing Muhammad?
Oh, no. God damn, I thought it was a real conversation for a second.
Well, I consider all art really is subjective. So in that way, really every drawing is of Muhammad.
That's very funny.
Yeah.
Well, take that, Islam.
Yeah. By the way,
roasted.
By Muhammad, I mean my cousin Muhammad, you racist. How dare you think of that stupid ass
I didn't know your cousin was
Messiah.
the prophet. Also, your cousin is the prophet.
Yeah. Boy, it was not worth me abandoning my entire Islamic family by calling Muhammad a piece of shit for what I'm going to call a tepid laugh from you guys. Not worth it at all.
No, that's worth it.
I can't wait to be excommunicated for a 6 out of 10 riff.
That's always what it's for. The Braves riffs are never the best.
Yeah, no. I mean, look at the Braves.
Look at Lenny Bruce. Not that funny.
That got him in jail, though.
Yeah.
You know what got him in jail was the word asshole.
Yeah, right?
Can we trade Dennis Leary for Lenny Bruce?
Right, yeah. Oh, God.
I love that Dennis Leary had one bit anyone remembers, and he stole it from Louis C.K.
That is very insane and funny.
It rules, honestly. It's like, oh, well, maybe Louis is good. He made a whole different comedian famous from one bit.
What if Dennis Leary got arrested for saying we shouldn't put milk in coffee?
What if Dennis Leary stole Louis' sexual harassment bit?
Man, oh boy, what if?
Yeah, good contribution, Brandon.
Thank you. That's all I really want is to say, I'm here. Remember that I exist?
Yeah.
Multiple internet forums in college said, we know you're here, dude.
Yeah. Arthur, you're a big gamer, is it included that Game of Thrones? Or the Michael Douglas movie, The Game?
Well, Robbie, you're in luck because I have been watching Game of Thrones, and I recently read the Wikipedia article for the game with Michael Douglas.
Wow.
Ooh,
Does Michael Douglas get the Iron Throne?
What is this conversation? The game with Michael Douglas?
All these twists and turns. What does Michael Douglas sound? Hi, where's my fucking throne? I'm gonna eat you out, Cersei. Is that what he sounds like?
I can't remember. I think it's a little more Jewish, a little bit, but it's still tough. Tough Jewish.
What about Michael Richards Douglas? And I'm not gonna continue the riff. We all know where it's going.
But there's someone listening who's like, I don't get it.
Jerry, I just played the game. I didn't like it.
That is an excellent impression.
Thank you. Yeah, I've been working on it. And wait till you see the full version behind closed doors when I go up to the Laugh Factory later this month.
Well, I resent that you assume I'm a gamer just because I'm always playing video games whenever you leave and come home.
You know what? It's nice. I feel like it's a nice constant in my life, you know? It's nice to like be able to bomb in a mic, and I'm like, Arthur, I just bombed at Brandon's mic, and you're like, that's cool, man. I'm like, damn, this is what it's all about, you know?
Oh, that's a reference from yesterday.
I bombed at your mic, then I bombed at Star Bar, and then I had a horrible day today. I stepped in shit this morning.
Whoa, really?
I literally stepped in shit. Then I went to the gym, and a guy asked to be on this podcast.
No way.
Just a guy.
That is so funny.
Then my iPhone broke. And I went to the
What?
Yeah, my iPhone broke, so I went to the Genius Bar, and they're like, "Oh yeah, you don't have a insurance like
Right.
Apple Care."
Yeah.
I have AT&T insurance. They used to, you know, because when my iPod broke back in the day, they just give me a new phone, right? Or
Right,
whatever.
but if it's through the other place, then you have to go through that.
I have to go through AT&T. Yeah, so I had to like call them. It took like 30 minutes even to call them because I didn't have a fucking phone. So I had to use the phone
Oh my God.
at the AT&T store on the fucking string and be like I knocked over the row of phones by accident. And everyone looked at me. I'm like, give me a break, everybody.
That is so funny.
I had to like sign a thing that was like, I'm the person. I'm not committing fraud right now. I just want my phone fixed. And then my phone doesn't work at all, so I had to buy the shittiest possible phone just for this weekend. It was $50.
Wow.
Just so I could have it, because you need a phone.
Are they gonna like refund you once you like get your phone back?
No, I might sell it for parts on the black market.
Oh, okay, on the dark web.
I'm gonna go to Canal Street and say, hey, this is an iPhone. And hope a Chinese person's like, oh, very nice.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, give me phone now.
Oh boy.
I owe my to my leftist
You notice
listener.
Notice Arthur's silence through this bad bit.
I didn't say that. I didn't say who. That was my impression of my dad. You racists.
Your dad
You guys
on Canal Street?
yeah. He's in town, and you guys are very dishonorable.
Oh no.
Let's pivot.
Your phone might be cheap, but it did come preloaded with one song.
Oh yeah, no, that was I looked it up on YouTube, but. No, but so
I've been preloaded.
I've been having like the shittiest day. Like that was so bad, and then my mind just spiraled into like, I hate my life. Everything's going wrong.
That's a rough day.
Yeah.
That makes sense. You're not crazy for having a spiral after that.
I really did spiral.
Yeah.
I fucking spiraled. I was actually
That's
messaging
rough.
Sam. I was just like all these like long therapy. He's like, yeah, you got to get back in therapy, man.
Oh boy.
I'm like, how dare you say that when I question everything about my life because my phone sucks. This brilliant thing I didn't know existed 10 years ago, like shat out. But it was a shitty day.
But every time someone spirals, it's because they've had such a bad time, and it's always like one small thing that makes them spiral.
Yeah, no,
where you're
yeah.
like, I guess I'm crazy because a paperclip pushed me off of the edge.
No, yeah, it's a real dad move to like one thing that sets you off.
Like 2 weeks ago, or
I had to get my dad involved too because he's
Really?
it's like his plan or whatever. So I had to like text him like what's like our AT&T passcode, and then he was like stressed out from it clearly. Like, it sucked.
Yeah, like this last weekend, I had a meltdown because I bought a $15
With Joan and Kumail?
book. Oh God, get out of here! Notice Arthur's silence again.
Martin Scorsese's silence. What is that? I'm Adam driving you crazy. I'm sorry. He's in that. I'm sorry. What are you saying?
No. I'm glad you had your say. I just as has been pointed out, basically every time I've sat in the front row of any comedy show, I mostly laugh with my face. It is
really?
not a good audience or I guess conversation trait.
Yeah. What do you mean laugh with your face?
Like you don't like laugh audibly?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So just know that even if you don't hear me laughing, I'm having the fucking time of my life.
I love the
We do need to
sincerity.
know that.
I want to say is oozing through.
We do need to know that. Also, that does make you a bad front row audience member. Every comedian's going to get mad at you.
I know.
You know, what's
Yeah.
a great front row audience member moment though is you at Funny Moms this week. Stav did some.
Oh,
truly,
boy. That was great. That was
truly-
you.
Oh, yeah.
I was there.
Oh, wow.
You told the funniest story ever.
Oh, good.
You want to repeat it here?
Sure, yeah. Why not record it? It's
gonna-
not like I regret everything I said on
Do
your
you not want
last
to say
radio
it?
show.
Do you not want to say it? You wanna-
No, I'm fine with it.
Okay, I'll do an impression of Stav doing it.
Dude.
Hell yeah, dude. So like, what the fuck? Who's fucking? Are you fucking? What's the worst moment of your life? What was it again? It was like, what's? Oh, does anyone have any the crazy stories?
Well, yeah, because it started because someone in the audience, someone just mentioned that they like to drink as a stand-up, and it was like supposed to be like a kind of joke, like a facetious kind of pandering moment.
Right.
But someone in the audience very sincerely went like, "Oh yeah," and so
what a piece of shit that guy was. Seriously, he talked during everybody's set that night.
Yeah.
Keep going. Sorry, Arthur.
it was a very fun crowd of people who belonged there and people who didn't belong there and people who belonged there way too much.
That's the one time they're
Yes.
outside all week.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
yes.
But I guess he was asking for participants to talk about like the biggest regret they have of anything they did when they were fucked up.
Yeah.
And I talked about when I was on ecstasy at my brother's bachelor party. I showed my dick to a morbidly obese man in a nightclub bathroom.
And it was not Stav.
It was not stop.
Huge clarification. This is now becoming a fan podcast for Cumtown.
Buddy, that's what it always was.
Oh, that's funny.
Look,
yeah,
no,
so-
hey, I've been on the Real Ass podcast, all right? I'm in that circuit, kind of.
That's funny. Yeah, like that, and that is also what you told him at first, and then he had to like piece together exactly what happened that night, which is it turns out like it was your brother's bachelor party.
It was, and I think the way he had read it when I first said it was that I was the aggressor, like I was admitting to an assault.
Yes, which is very funny.
Yeah, and then he was
Which
like,
was not the case.
and then he thought you were gay.
yeah.
Yeah, at first it sounded like, I mean, honestly, I was in the same boat because you just said, I showed this guy hit my dick, and I brought a bunch of guys rolling on Molly to my brother's bachelor party, which makes it sound like you brought a bunch of dudes to bone to your brother's bachelor party.
Yeah. Rolling on Molly, if you know what I mean.
Which means I was rolling on Molly.
Yeah. Hey, and if everything turns out well, I'm going to show my dick to an elderly obese guy.
But like he was just like creeping on you in the bathroom.
No, he wasn't. Well, yeah. I don't know why I was trying to defend him.
That's funny.
He just asked to see my dick, and I felt very open. And
Right. Yeah. When you're on Molly, like you're touching
Yes.
bases, hanging out.
yeah.
So
Really, I'm glad that I told it in the context of crowd work, just because there's really no arc to it.
the arc to it is
That's true. It felt like a huge 3-act story.
It really
Yeah, it
moment,
really
and
did.
now-
That is the story.
Maybe
Actually.
maybe Stav's a good comedian and I'm not.
That's funny.
Oh, that puts everything in perspective.
Let's play the theme music again.
I have a question for Brandon.
What's that?
Brandon, we were talking the other day and you told me, quote, I stand the Alabama abortion law. Do you care to defend that statement?
No, I did not say that, and I do not stand by that. But here's how I do stand by. No.
I said I stand all the shitty abortion. Whatever. I'm almost
Here's
done
how I
with
stand
these.
by it. It's such a bad law that it's going to make every Democrat actually unite for once, and it's going to get Beto to drop out of the race because now he's panicking.
Oh, dude, Beto is fucking spiraling, man. I mean,
Boy.
he really got cucked so hard.
I don't know anything about this. What's going on with Beto?
Oh, he's just polling at like 2% because like between Biden and Pete Buttigieg, he
Booty guy?
Booty guy. What? Hey, yeah, Pete Booty guy. What the
Hey, I heard he's one of these booty guys.
Yes.
Booty guy is here.
Yeah, sorry, I've been spending too much
We're giving
time.
him way much more exposure than we should. He's an all lives matter racist. We should not give him that.
Yeah, who?
Pete Buttigieg.
He's all lives matter.
Yeah, he's very racist. A bunch of his policies are ousting like minorities out of their
All
homes.
right, enough of this. Okay, all right.
Sorry, forgot to say
Take it
that.
back to the Jezebel comments, Brandon. This isn't
Booty guy.
This isn't Chapo. I get all my news commentary from South Park episodes. Arthur, you're a big fan of Workaholics, and it's a big reason we get along because my favorite of all time is Mike and Dave Need Wedding Dates.
I truly do, as much as I stan, well, not just the abortion law, but really every...
Oh, yeah, it's not political, but we all stand the abortion law.
It's just a blanket, I stand the law.
Yeah, I love the law.
Look, it's a law and I stand it.
I would like to clarify, it is a really bad law. It's really bad. Do you not know about it, Arthur?
No, I do. I just...
No, it was the Beto thing.
Oh, the Beto.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
So
It's just that he's like tanking because
Yeah.
like everyone's realizing that he's a skateboard guy as a politician.
Well, it sucks because he clearly didn't want to run for president. The media really pressured him into it. Like the Pod Save America guys, like we're all in on Beto.
I
like,
fucking hate those guys.
and then
God, fuck. Every
I know.
time I try to like give them leniency because like they are catering, they are like the information for a giant base of Dems. So I'm like, I try to give them like
Yeah, they're just-
doubt, but
yeah.
like they're fucking idiots.
Well, it's
I mean,
also,
so
like-
that one dude is good. That one funny guy in it,
John Lovett?
Yeah, he's good. But like the other
it
one
stinks. John Lovitz. That's my review of Pod Save America. I check in with them now and then. I really liked them before Trump. They're kind of ones that seem to lose their minds a little bit once Trump got elected. Or maybe I just like changed my politics a little bit. I don't know. Like, I mean, to their credit, Pod did save America.
I mean, like it is a base. The name of the show is a twist on a saying that does not exist. No one says "God Save America."
But it changed from like when it first started. It was on like Bill Simmons' network, and it was just like, oh, Obama's speechwriter's giving like some commentary on like the election horse race, and now it's purely a propaganda network for Democrats.
Yeah.
Which, even though I agree with Democrats, I just have a natural like revulsion to propaganda. You know what I mean? It's just it's not my.
I listen to them.
It's the same reason I don't like watch, or I'll watch Fox News, but in like a repulse, like what?
I listen to them particularly to know what like the core is saying because they do say what a lot of core people say.
That's true, and it does seem like they have their fingers on. I don't know.
They have their fingers on the pulse of like mainstream politics.
Mainstream, like honestly, baby boomer Democrats.
Yeah, 100%.
Here's what they're thinking,
and so it's like so like especially like during like a big event, I'll probably listen to them, just like know what that group is talking about.
A big event like my birthday. It's in 2 weeks.
Very proud of how long we all just didn't say anything.
I'm glad I had something to follow up with.
Is your birthday in 2 weeks?
So who's your? Yeah, it is.
How old are you?
I'm turning 28.
Hell yeah, dude!
I'm thinking.
Wait, you're 27?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Every time I hang out with someone, I'm just surprised they're not exactly my age.
How old are you again?
30.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
I mean,
Oh my
that's
God,
not a
I'm
big.
sorry.
Yeah. I am dreading.
Did you say
30
I'm sorry?
So much.
Yeah.
Okay. Just checking. No, it's great.
I feel like people call you young until you turn 30, and then the minute you turn 30, they stop calling you.
I guess so. I'm happy about it.
Do people still call
because
you young?
I'm way less anxious than I was when I was younger. That's all it means to me is that I'm less anxious now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's good.
So that's nice.
That's great. I can't wait to be less anxious.
Yeah. Go to therapy.
Yeah, if they don't want to charge me $150 a session, I'll go. That's why I quit.
Are you on insurance or Medicaid?
I am on insurance, but it's questionable on whether or not they cover like mental health.
Okay. If you're able to get on Medicaid, they do actually do coverage. Like I have my current therapist I have is the best one I've ever had, and I got him through Medicaid.
Oh, great. I'll hit you up for that, maybe.
Yeah.
Because if he covers Medicaid, I'm sure he might cover what I
And he's
have.
very nice. Like he does like sliding scale, so I'm very poor, so he doesn't charge me that
That's
much.
great.
He's great.
That's awesome, yeah. Because right now, I mean, I'm only doing teleconferences with Anthony Cumia, and I don't think it's. I don't think my mind is right.
It's just an.
Yeah, so that leads me to the next question. My therapist told me to ask this. Who's your guys' favorite white rapper? The whiter, the better.
Oh, boy. That's Boo Radley from To Kill a Mockingbird.
Pete Boo Radley.
Boy, I just saw To Kill a Mockingbird. I did not
On Broadway?
realize. Yes, I did not realize how racist a book that is until now.
It's not right. I thought it was pro.
It is. And the entire book is about how it's a very baby boomer Green Book type of backpatting.
I loved
racism.
it when I was a kid.
Yeah, we all did because we were idiots. We didn't know. It's entirely about how 3 white kids can learn to love their white neighbor once a black man dies. That's the book.
Did they kill him though? I mean, but it's about a black guy who's like falsely like accused.
Yeah, he's falsely
right?
accused, and then he like is charged guilty because their racist system, and then
See, it is anti-racist.
Ooh,
because they indict the racist system.
Oh, right.
You know, if you slim anything down, it's racist. You know,
No, but this very much is.
Yeah. What's the least racist movie?
Black
Panther.
No, I was gonna say it's Loqueesha.
Loqueesha.
Do you know about that?
Oh shit! Can we pull up the trailer?
Do you know about Loqueesha?
Oh yeah, I was
boy.
somehow trying to tie it together that Anthony Cumia is writing and directing.
I think it's a bad move for him to direct Black Panther too.
Yeah, it's a real change. It's interesting. It's just Black Panther saying like, "Hey, I should be white." That's it. It's a movie now.
I'm gonna try this. I'm gonna pull up the official Loqueesha trailer.
Oh boy, real excited.
What? Oh, it's they're testing some sort of system.
Oh, okay. We heard
All
something in the room. Anyone who's listening, we heard something in the room.
All right, back to Loqueesha.
Yeah.
Well, you should, because it was amazing. I saw this, and I thought of you. You will be a hit in no time.
Welcome to the Joe Show. I submitted myself to a radio station for my own show.
Well, congratulations.
They rejected me.
Well, congratulations then.
Good
You
bit.
weren't right for your own show?
Jason skipped it. We need to get the money for this school.
13,000 a semester? That's me's their own show. If I was a black woman, I'd be perfect.
The jazz music rules.
I know. Loqueesha gonna be the biggest thing in radio, but I still need my anonymity. You nervous? Very. It's not a crime. It's theater. You live with Loqueesha. What's your problem?
Hi, Loqueesha.
So this is a white guy imitating a black
Oh, I
woman.
ain't talking to you, not the way you sound. Next caller.
You go, girl.
The
You
black
just be
woman
good to
loves it.
her.
The real black
If you're good to
woman.
yourself, you can be good to others. But don't be too good because the police will come around.
Where did you get this?
I got another job.
Doing what?
Consulting work. What the hell would you know about being a white guy anyway? I know quite a bit.
Loqueesha is a real role model for every African-American woman on this planet. Like the whole city has Loqueesha mania.
I am Loqueesha, officer.
What was that?
I think I might be a black woman trapped in a white man's body.
You need to talk to Loqueesha.
Is it going to be weird that this is just
and a black person?
the audio of this entire trailer
Yeah.
playing in its entirety?
I mean, they can figure it out. That's probably enough. They can figure out what happened. That's insane. There's a black man in the booth, so now it's not racist.
And he likes it. It's not a
yeah,
crime.
it's theater.
We're gonna
he
put
says.
the trailer in post, by
Hell
which I don't know. I'm hoping someone. I won't do that.
Oh boy, what a
two
classic!
So no, people get the point because it's a radio show trailer, so they get that it's.
What were you
audio.
gonna say, Arthur? You said two things.
Just two things about that. First, it's amazing that they finally got Norm Macdonald and Adam Carolla in that The Fly teleporter.
That guy is real. He looks just like those.
He does
two
look
dudes.
like a complete cross between them.
Also, that is if I just read the first or an early draft of Being John Malkovich.
Yeah.
And that is the first 10 minutes of Being John Malkovich.
Really?
It is this person trying to get work as a puppeteer. It's
Yeah.
John Cusack's character.
Yeah.
But no one wants to hire like a straight white dude.
Yeah.
So he tries out a whole bunch of different identities so that he can get work as a puppeteer.
Oh wow.
What?
And
Wow.
he just keeps getting like.
Does he do a
kicked
black
out.
woman?
Oh yeah. No, he literally does a black woman.
Oh wow.
Whoa.
See, that shows you Charlie Kaufman's skill. As he made Loqueesha really work. Yeah. I
No,
can't
he's
wait.
not
That was
20
the
years
first-
ahead of
that
his
was-
time.
That was in the first draft.
I don't know if it was the first, but it was early. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't-
Oh, so it's in the
they-
draft of the screenplay.
Yeah.
Okay, it's not in the final movie.
No.
Okay, I don't remember that.
Yeah, Spike Jones.
Yeah,
Spike
that's funny
that.
because I actually the original draft of his other movie was called Black Adaptation. It's just Nicolas Cage like,
Just
hey,
dapping people.
do you want any loose cigarettes? It was racist, guys. I didn't like it.
Yeah, the original title of her was weird. Black.
Yeah, that was weird.
No,
So, yeah, no, I knew it wasn't good.
it was
I knew
actually
it was a
called
bad third beat.
Actually, the original the original title of her was Sista Sista.
Good work, everybody. Proud of
There we
us.
go. Boy.
Oh boy, that movie looks incredible. It's like really catching wildfire for how bad it is.
Well, it just is like some good old like early aughts racism that I just feel it hasn't been in mainstream.
Have you seen his? Oh man, like everything about it is incredible. All the camera shots are so flat and like they're like so generically straight that it's almost a choice like Wes Anderson, but it's not.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's amazing how badly every part of
it's
it
bad.
seemed like the fact that it's a functional movie is incredible because like you can hear like bad audio. Like the audio in that trailer is worse than us talking, right?
Yes.
Like they did not mic it like you can hear like echoes from his like Loqueesha is a real, you know, like it's like it's the pacing is slow.
Amazing. Have you seen his Instagram post recently promoting it? That the first thing that went viral about it?
No.
It's him posting about it and he tags his location as Hollywood.
Oh shit.
His
this guy's legit.
His Loqueesian.
He's boy.
Loqueesian services. A black woman, you enable it, and a black woman just yells at you. What you doing with your life?
Oh boy,
I'm Loqueesha. This is Loqueesha now. We taking
boy.
callers. How do I do a better black woman voice than the guy that cast? Oh, because this guy, the star wrote and directed it.
Right. Oh, you really?
Yeah. So this is in our tour.
Very clearly a vehicle for a voice he already has.
Oh yes.
I just love that Staten Island has its own Tommy Wiseau now.
Oh my God. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you know, Dwayne Perkins is in it. He's like a big comic. He's like a big black comic. He's like very funny. And I looked at his Facebook and he's like, guys, check it out. First trailer for Loqueesha. Stoked to be a part of this project. I'm like, oh boy.
Oh no.
Yikes, dude.
Woo, baby.
This is why stand-up is this is what's great about stand-up. Because I just saw him at Gotham and he crushed. He had an amazing set.
He's
and then
good.
So he was crushing at Gotham, the biggest club, being really nice to everybody after, and he has to, during the day, still do Loqueesha. That's like where he's at. That's like the entertainment industry in a nutshell.
Whew.
Well, that's another beautiful thing about stand-up is that there's really no other art form where you can, communicate so directly and people really get a sense of your personality.
Right.
You can like express yourself so directly and you can really be a genius at it and still be so fucking stupid.
Yeah, 100%.
Adam Sandler is like a comedic genius by many standards, and he's released maybe more bad movies than almost anybody in the entire world, which is
it's really incredible.
Pretty incredible. The kind
like there's a theory that he does it on purpose because that's how many he's done.
Maybe he's just cynical. Maybe there is, maybe do you think it might be a combination of bad decisions and just like pure cynicism or like contempt for your audience? I mean, Dwayne probably is more so like he just needs gigs. Like
he might just need the money.
Yeah, right. But like, because dude, I don't know. I don't turn down anything. I literally don't turn down anything. Yeah. You know what I mean? Because that's comedy, right?
Right.
What would you turn down?
No, I thought like that was just going to be the end of the episode when he said that.
Good night,
and the show's over forever.
No. We still have like 25 more
Excellent
minutes.
bookend.
Yeah.
No, what'd you ask?
I don't know.
Do I ever turn?
What would you turn? Would you like at this point?
Like I turned down like specific. I turned down like bar shows that I know were hopeless.
Really?
Like, oh yeah.
See, I still do those.
No, I mean like there's certain shows like I will do like 95% of bar shows, but there are some where it's just like I've done it multiple times and each time just like nothing.
Right.
So like I won't do that anymore. Like half the pair shows I won't. Shouldn't say that.
Yeah.
But really, half the shows at certain venues I will not do.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, you know who will do them? Pete Holmes and Crashing. So egg on your face.
Oh no. What's he get? Hope that show doesn't get canceled.
See, I just say, yeah. Pete Holmes called his book Season 4 of Crashing. Well, I guess I'm not going to buy it now.
Wait, are they not doing another season?
No, it is canceled. Yeah, it is canceled.
Oh shit! So they're not gonna. Man, I bet the makeup person is so disappointed because if they got another season with Artie Lang, they would get an Emmy.
Yeah, to reconstruct his nose.
Just fill it in with
I just got to know what happens to Jabuki. They need to wrap up that storyline.
Yeah, that's a thread that still has to get wrapped up.
Yeah. Is he still young?
I mean, I really actually did like the last season of that show. It was very good. I have to finish it still.
I need to finish it too. I watched the first 3 episodes, and it was just a lot of like I
the
saw
whole show or the last season.
Oh, the last season. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I do like that show, but it feels like it leaned more into like its like shitty tendencies the longer it went. You know, like
what?
Pete Holmes just fucks more and more every season, like hotter and hotter women. And it's
he does that. Although honestly, I will say, like, I definitely think they showed too much, especially of him. But like, but I do think how it was written, their meet cute was believable. I did like that. Like, it did make sense. Like, yeah, you're getting along. This is nice.
Yeah, I just thought that she was so much hotter than him.
Yeah.
But I guess I hook up with girls who are a lot hotter than me.
It happens.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mostly. Yeah. I guess that's true. You know what? Great show, crap. No notes.
I don't watch it because I am a big Seth Simons fan.
Wait, I don't know this riff. Who's that?
I guess I don't know who would other than Robbie.
Who's Seth Simons? I don't know.
He's a writer for Paste, and he got he gets into a lot of beef with like Colin Jost and Michael Che. And
really?
Yeah, he's like the big comedy critic. He's
is
like
this the guy who hates UCB?
Yeah.
This guy.
That guy. Yeah.
Oh boy. Yeah. Gotcha. The guy who's a
him.
really bad reporter. Like he reports like very interesting stories, but then he will insert a take on every other quote that is not due.
Yeah. If he wants to give me more, I mean, he's giving me great press. So thank you, Seth.
Great. Well, just ruined that for you. Sorry.
Yeah, it's okay. He still is Tim Heidecker.
He's gonna take all my quotes out of context and say I'm an idiot.
Hey, Ric Flair's in the hospital.
What? Really?
Yeah.
Oh no, what happened?
Yeah. Well, he was just like, woo! And then his heart exploded.
R.I.P. Rick, worth it.
Yeah. There's a new trailer of Rick and Morty. Do you think Ric Flair could be Rick?
Absolutely.
I'm just combining two headlines I saw today.
Good work. Oh, you're doing the fly machine on headlines?
We'll get Rick Barron in on this too. And,
I want to play a game where we guess how much time you spent coming up with your first Ric Flair punchline. Now,
go for it. I want to hear the estimates.
Now, there could have been probably something to be done, something clever. He got hit on the head with a pallet of wood or whatever.
Yeah, that could have been good.
Look, it could not have been good.
No. It could have been better.
I think you went the correct route and did as little work as possible.
And that's the secret of this podcast success.
Yes, it really is.
And,
boy.
you know, like my booking, I do put a lot of work into that. That's why I have my roommate and my neighbor on today.
Oh, yeah.
My favorite thing is the thing that has like, where like how little the work is put in gets in the way of it. Like, Are You Talking R.E.M. Me? Excellent show where it gets in the way of how little things happen.
Yeah.
Excellent work. My girlfriend just started a podcast about BoJack Horseman.
All right, we'll have plugs later.
It's get the fuck out of here. I'll say the name of it later, but during the plug section.
No,
that we don't have.
I like Maddie.
Yeah, she's great. She just started doing a podcast, and I just listened to it. The first 2 minutes are them remembering the name of the podcast. Excellent.
I hope people cut me some slack on this because it's like you're not gonna have more people paying attention than when you first launch it, but then you don't get good at it till like 50 episodes in.
Yeah, that happens.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And you know, I don't know. I just have so many big guests coming. Like, Brandon, what are you doing next week?
I'll let you know the day of. I don't know.
I was just re-listening to the first couple episodes of Come Town, and
what's that?
Because my girlfriend is it's this podcast. You'd love it.
You're getting her woke girlfriend into Come Town.
No, I'm kind of avoiding getting her into Come Town. I have referred to it too much. Obviously, I think that's funny. A disease we might all have.
Well, mine understands. She's like, no, this is I understand that they are funny, and I will cater it to her. Where if I hear a funny bit, I will play that bit for her, and she likes it.
Yeah. I have just referred to it enough, and then she was like, oh, I should listen to this, and I was like, no. And
I meant Chapo Trap House. That's what I'm saying all the time. I'm woke. And you take off your vaudeville hat. And that's why I have the right opinions.
It was very funny that at that last live show, Adam pointed out this is a celebration of toxic masculinity.
Yeah, I'm trying to take it another step far. Speaking of which, hey, do you see Melissa McCarthy was replacing Steve Harvey on his show? And he was also replaced with Kelly Clarkson on his other show. So he got fired from 2 shows.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
Wait, what shows? I thought he was...
Steve Harvey's show got canceled to make room for Kelly Clarkson's new show.
Oh, whoa. Oh, really?
Yeah, and Melissa McCarthy's replacing him on his new show. If he has this love, do you think he's reconsidering his love of thick-ass white bitches? I'm not saying he does, but I mean, I'm just saying this feels like a test from God if he does.
It really does. It's very funny. Yeah, that's good. All of us are trying to not do an impression of him. Because
since you've been gone,
I've been a Spy.
That sucks. Steve can't even sing Since You've Been Gone, the best Rage song. Because the girl who sang that
Oh, wow. The best.
is replacing him.
The best angry Get Back at Him song.
Yeah,
he can't do
sing
anymore.
it. Yeah.
Ooh, that's rough.
And I would love to
what
hear
if
him
he was?
sing that.
What if he had another show replaced by the lady who did I Will Survive?
You know, it's funny these talk show
Aretha
replacements.
Franklin?
Did she do the original?
Maybe not.
I thought she did like a cover and some other person did the original.
Was that like in the Motown era when like no one knows where the original
Yeah,
came
pretty much.
from?
Like
Yeah.
every song is stolen from somebody
Yeah.
else. Yeah. Like I didn't know that a bunch of Zeppelin songs that we know now are covers were stolen. Like they
Oh,
did not
sweet.
give them credit. Yeah,
Wow.
yeah, that's fun.
I read that too.
Like what's her name? The lady who, with where from the levee breaks.
Eugene Levy.
Yes, the Eugene Levy.
When the Eugene Levy breaks. Wait, let me do an impression of that. I'm breaking. Wait, when the levee breaks is what you don't want to happen when he hosts SNL.
Yes,
Go ahead.
exactly. It's Jimmy Fallon doing a Eugene Levy impression.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah, and he breaks.
Hey, I'm Eugene Levy.
Okay, that riff came home.
Yeah, it did.
It did.
Yeah, stick with it. Maybe it'll work out.
Yeah, you know, we were bringing down the house just now.
Hey, look out, everybody.
You just straight tripping, boo. That's what he does in that trailer. You
Oh,
are
boy.
straight tripping, boo. I remember when I was a kid, I thought that was the funniest idea for a movie.
Yeah.
Just like that trailer really appealed to me when I was 12. It's just Steve is like, the whole thing is like, what if Steve Martin had to live with a black woman? Like that's the whole movie.
That's right. I remember
right?
that. I forgot about that.
Isn't that what the movie is?
Yeah.
I haven't known what anything we've been talking about.
Do you know the
in
movie
last 5
Bringing
minutes.
Down the House? The movie, the
is
Steve
that
Martin.
Queen Latifah?
Yeah.
Yes, it's Steve Martin, Queen Latifah. Nobody
yes,
saw it.
Yes, it's my favorite movie.
Oh, right, of course.
No, I remember the trailer
Right.
from when I was like 12. I get it mixed up with like Cheaper by the Dozen. That was in like the really deep Steve Martin decline.
Yes, that was like
Yeah.
the real decline where it was like, oh, he's really just paying for his kids' college now.
Yeah. 2000 to 2006, Steve Martin just really cashed out.
Yeah,
Pink
he really
Panther,
did.
Cheaper by the Dozen, Bringing Down the House.
Yeah.
Pink Panther 2. He did 2 Pink
Oh, I
Panthers.
forgot about that.
Do you want this embargo? Whatever.
Yeah. Oh boy, but like, I'm so excited that every time you see him do music now, it's like seeing him do stand-up. Have you seen him do music live?
No.
He does actual bits between songs.
Oh, that's cool.
And like, they're not like full-on jokes, but they are like, he will do bits like very much in his style between
Yeah.
songs. So it's like seeing him like a show of him live. It's great.
I saw Bill Murray golf, and he like did bits in between too.
Oh,
it was really, really funny.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's great.
It was really funny. No, he was like cracking everybody up.
Oh,
And it was
that's
like
awesome.
on a golf course, which is like kind of a tough room.
Yeah, wow. The myth of Murray continues.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Yeah, for
That's
real.
funny. Is he gonna do like the same thing where he does bartending jobs, but he'll just like do being get the ball? Damn it!
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, great.
The
Someone
just
caddy.
Someone just poured water on Brandon's head and it
Yeah,
short
that's what it
circuited.
felt like. Oh, damn it! I couldn't remember the word, and so my brain just fried. The caddy. He'll be a caddy, like he's a bartender out of nowhere. You know about that bit?
I'm gonna move on.
From Caddyshack.
No, I'm gonna fucking bury it. Nah, forget it. I'm done.
This is revenge for being
Everything else I've done tonight.
Yeah, revenge of the nerds, bitch. Hey, there's a gay character on Arthur now. Did you guys see this?
Oh yeah,
one of the
I
Aardvarks
saw the
got
headline.
He
I'm
got
gonna
gay
kick
married.
your ass, dude.
Oh yeah. Yeah, and also the TV show Arthur. Yeah, there's a gay Arthur. He's sitting right next to me.
Oh shit. Oh damn.
God roasted, buddy.
Oh no.
So the mouse teacher guy is gay now, and they had a nice gay marriage episode. It's very sweet, but I don't think it went far enough. I mean, you really want inclusivity. Show those aardvarks fucking each other in the ass.
I mean, their faces are built for doing butt stuff.
That's true.
Yeah.
Pete butt stuff at Boom, baby. Political discourse.
Woo, look out. Chapo, move over.
Yeah. They can't. They're too fat.
That's fun.
Not all of them.
Felix is in good shape.
Yeah. Good for
Amber
him.
is skinny too. Anyway.
Will is neutral.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Matt, well,
He's Matt.
I plead the fifth pint of Ben and Jerry's. Arthur, I feel like I interrupted you like 8 times in the last 20 minutes. Anything?
No, man. Honestly, it has always been a huge relief because every time it has happened, I've been like, wow, I had nothing.
All right, great. That's good work.
All righty.
Hell yeah. Any other headlines you got?
Yeah, Tulsi Gabbard says if she gets elected, she'll pardon Julian Assange.
Really?
I mean, that'd be sick. I don't get, like, Julian Assange, just, like, everyone's flip-flopped on him, you know?
I mean, like, it didn't help, and it turned out he was, like, a real creep.
Yeah, but it's like, he was beloved by Democrats.
Right, he was.
And liberals, and until
the Republicans learned how to use him.
Well, it was more so that he leaked damaging information against Hillary Clinton.
Yeah, but they like, did that.
WikiLeaks.
No, I mean, like, the Republicans told WikiLeaks to do this.
I don't think they did.
Really?
No, they did it on their own, because if they did tell them
you're right. That was part of the report. It was that he was is that he tried to get him to do it, and he was like, I was already doing it. Or something.
It was already.
That's right. I forgot.
Yeah, Roger Stone's in trouble because he was like talking with him and like accepting
he was
the
trying
information.
to get him to do it. Yeah.
So Roger Stone did, but like, the actual Republican Party didn't.
Wait, Roger Stone is in trouble?
I know. No, I know. Another guy I stan.
Raji, no.
No, Raji. Roger Stone's so fascinating, right? He's like impish. I don't know, whatever. But anyway, yeah, so she says she'll pardon Julian Assange. I just like, it's so funny to see both parties have flip-flopped on if he's good or not. And it's
it's like very political thing where it's very
it just
gross.
shows how naked this is, how much of a game it all is.
Yes,
you know what I mean?
Yeah, it is. It's very much gamey. It's real gross.
Yeah.
What is this? The Game with Michael Douglas?
Yeah. I'm in charge of Wiki. I don't know.
I can't remember how his voice is now.
Yeah, me neither.
Yeah.
My only angle in is to really hammer this home is gay actor Michael Douglas.
I'm gay actor Michael Douglas.
From Cumtown.
Yeah. That was a good man.
I can only think of Martin Sheen.
I'm going to drop this episode and just upload a rerun of Cumtown.
Grace and Frankie?
I'd love to hear that.
Grace and Frankie. Where's Grace? Hey, I'm Grace and Frankie. My name is Grace and Frankie. And give me the fucking pussy. Where's the pussy? Hey, that'd be a great Rodney character.
Oh, boy.
Hey, I'm Grace and Frankie. Where's the pussy?
Oh my god.
I love to fuck. Rodney Dangerfield. Did I do that one already?
No.
Oh,
I should have said yes.
We're gonna bomb Gotham. I did do that on the Ian Fidance episode. This is so self-referential. God damn.
Boy.
Ugh.
Yeah, you're really bombing at Gotham right now.
That was
fun.
a good one.
Oh, that's fun. You really are replacing Pete Holmes here.
With bits straight out of 2012 when he peaked. Oh, man. I guess we can start to wrap this up. We still have, like, what? How much more time do we have?
Whatever you need. Like
10 more minutes?
Okay,
All right.
cool. We got time.
10 minutes.
I think there was one headline that was like really funny to me. I'm trying to see if I can find it. Go ahead, talk it.
Arthur, you fucking?
Gosh, I think so. I do have a girlfriend, so
congrats, man.
if I'm
That's
not,
awesome.
I'm getting close.
Arthur, what's your favorite sexual experience you ever had?
This girl I went to, this very, very pretty, very nice girl I went to homecoming with. I tried to kiss her at the end of homecoming, and she was like, "No." And then 6 years later, we had sex in her car.
Hell yeah, dude!
That was the most gratifying.
Wow, that is big.
That's big. I've never turned to someone who's rejected me ever.
It gave me an inaccurate impression of how I would be interacting with other people.
I had a similar thing. That is a very gratifying experience.
Yeah.
There was this one gal who I was friends with at first, but I had a crush on her. And then this is years ago. I had a crush on her. And I asked her out, and she said no. But then after we were friends for a month, she said yes. And I was like, oh, shit. It didn't work out.
I feel like that never happens to me.
I mean, that's the only time it ever happened. It felt very, it's so validating because it doesn't happen.
Yeah. I mean, when I was younger, and even honestly, I've until 2 years ago, I definitely did that thing where it's I'm too nervous to ask you out, so I'll just be your friend. You know what I mean?
Oh man, yeah, when I remember being so uncomfortable around girls that my move was standing within 10 feet of them.
because they had a restraining order for anything closer.
Yeah, basically. Oh man, it was so uncomfortable all the time.
That's tough.
I
still feel like I do stupid shit like that all the time.
Yeah, I would be I don't get how it didn't work. I jumped out a window. I did what you're supposed to do.
Yeah, I saw Say Anything. I thought they wanted the beatbox. That would be such a funny move to actually do that.
Oh my
that
God.
Say Anything thing.
Yeah.
And then play the band Say Anything.
That's fun.
And then they say nothing.
Yeah.
Until the cops come.
Yeah, exactly.
What's your guys' worst date story? Do you guys have one?
I drove around a woman in Los Angeles, a Russian lady who I'm pretty certain was a prostitute who was just like waiting for me to like talk business.
And by business, he means like shipping and tech, right? Like he just wanted like investment tips.
Yeah, well, yeah, I had to pay for her shipping container. To this country.
I just got off boat. Who wants to fuck?
No, we just.
So wait, how'd you find her?
It was like Tinder. We just drove around, and she just wanted to drive around, and I kept trying to like
see if
ask
it could
where
be
we were
romantic
going.
at all.
Yeah, and I just took her home. I mean, it's not like
Wow.
Yeah, it was. She asked when he's like, "Do you think I am a prostitute?" And I was
Whoa.
like, "I don't.
Whoa.
I don't. I forget how I answered, but it was about that stammery and mush-mouthed.
How are you going to answer to that? No one's going to say anything to that.
Yeah, that felt like a trick question.
Yeah.
Whether she was or was not.
That's tough to answer.
Yeah.
Why? Of course you're a prostitute. Of course you are.
God, wow. I'm trying to think of my worst. Like, I do remember one time a date ended after 30 minutes, and that was the best date I'd ever had.
Yeah.
Like, it just was not going well, and after 30 minutes, we both called it. We were
Yeah.
like, this is not good. And we're like, yeah, we're done. This is great.
Yeah, that felt
But,
like my job
like,
interview
what was
this week.
Oh, boy.
I went in and just like, she was like, well, you don't seem qualified for this. And I was like, I don't want to do this job.
That's great. That's awesome. Well, I'm trying to think of like my worst date. Like, I definitely had like a bad one, but it's such a long, drawn out story. It's not that fun to tell. I definitely had. It's like just a depressing story. I do have like a fun, embarrassing story of like having a crush on a girl.
Mm-hmm.
It is my most embarrassing story.
What happened?
There was this comic years ago in the town I first started in.
San Francisco? Sacramento?
It was yeah. And we were doing a house show. I was hosting a house show, and I was like,
It was Adam Devine's house party.
It was Adam Devine's house party. It was a big show. I've made it now. It was just like a house show, and I was hosting it, and I was also like a complete emotional disaster at the time. And there was this one comic in the area who I had a crush on for a little. Asked her out. She said no, and I accepted it and tried to move on. Turned out I had not. I found out this night when she was on the show. I drink a whole bunch, and then what I remember is just getting off stage and my friend saying that was weird, and I say, "What are you talking about?" The next day and then I turn around and she's gone. Turns out what happened is I introduced her on stage, and I said, said something kind of like a weirdly shitty introduction, and she was like, okay, and just tried to do her set, and then I laid down in the back chair. And apparently I started doing that drunk heckler thing where you just say sounds to interrupt somebody. And she kept trying to ignore it. And eventually, after a few minutes, she was like, why won't you let me do my set? And I announced to everyone in the room, because you won't be in a relationship with me.
Oh, no.
Well, in those situations, it's important to be as clear and as honest as possible.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, yeah. So I'm the hero here.
You were just speaking your mind, dude.
It took me a year to apologize to her. I just claimed that I didn't know what happened for like the next year. It was so embarrassing.
Well, thank you for telling us that. That's very nice of you. But like a priest, I'm going to have to assign you 5 tapings of Samantha Bee to atone.
That's funny. Yeah.
No.
I have to go see what the Constitution means to me 4 more times.
My favorite was, because Brandon and I went to a taping of Samantha Bee one time, and my favorite part was she was like, all right, this side say Robert, this side say Mueller. Robert, Mueller.
That's right.
I went to Catholic school, and this is actually a piece of Catholic trivia. If you go to confession, the priest is not allowed to tell anyone what you've done unless it is, or they must like give you something to do to atone, unless it is murder, in which case they cannot allow you to atone unless you either confess to the police and accept the consequences, or attend 3 screenings of Samantha Bee.
My son, have you gone full frontal?
That was in the Vatican too.
That's amazing.
Is that the Second Vatican?
Oh, yeah, it somehow improves on the first.
Vatican. God damn.
Oh boy, I'm excited about John Wick 3, baby.
Oh, yes. That's going to be, is that in the Vatican?
I don't know.
Why'd you say that?
That's a sequel.
It's a sequel. That's why.
Got it. I am stoked for that too.
I'm more excited about that than Avengers. I'm so excited.
Yeah. Oh, I had a couple things. What about Detective Arthur Chu?
Okay.
Okay. Detective Pikachu.
Interesting.
Okay,
And
keep going.
Detective Peekaboo.
Oh, okay.
You know,
I didn't have a third one.
Okay.
I'm coming around on Detective Pikachu.
So I'm fucking Pikachu, I guess. No, it's shitty. It's shitty being a Pokemon. It's shit. It sucks. You can't just meet Geodude. You can't. You can't. You jerk off, you meet Psyduck, you fucking faint. Pallet Town. Why would you go to Pallet Town?
Dr. Chewbacca? Or our Detective Chewbacca?
Detective Pikachu Baka.
There it is.
There it is.
Okay, that's something.
He's a master. He's a master of the craft of
I
this.
saw Detective Pikachu, and boy,
it's very good.
It rocks.
For how bad a movie it is, it's very
It's
good.
a horrible movie.
Excellent bad movie.
That I loved,
Yes.
and I want to see a sequel to.
It's a very good bad movie.
Detective sequel too. But they can't do a sequel. Anyway, I don't want to get into it. I don't want to spoil.
Oh, right,
I don't
right.
want to spoil that fucking.
I mean, like
rascally.
a similar thing can happen, and like that causes the whole chain of events to happen.
Yeah.
You know,
What
we
if
don't wanna spoil
Deadpool
it.
met Detective Pikachu? That'd be sick.
You don't need to worry about spoiling it for me because I only watch entertainment for grown-ups. Just
okay.
only pornography for me.
That is for grown-ups. In your defense.
Yeah. Oh, so you only watch Grown Ups and Grown Ups too?
Detective Grown-ups too. I'm gonna use Thunderbolt.
I was your dad's partner.
Put me in the ball.
What a clean arc.
Yeah.
What a journey we've gone
Yeah,
on.
really.
to this
That was
point.
actually an incredible turnaround.
Yeah. That's why they call you Arthur Hickman. All right, I think we're ready to go on that.
That was fun.
Yeah. Anything to plug, guys?
I have my live show in Brooklyn. Let's Be Friends. Stand-ups do stand-up, and then I interview them on how I can desperately become their friend. It's at the Starliner in Bushwick every third Wednesday. Next one is on June 19th, I think. And check it out on Let's Be Friends Comedy on Instagram. And also Girlfriend's podcast I referenced earlier. It's called Brooklyn Podcasters. Do they know things? What do they know? Let's find out. It's a BoJack fan show.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
got it.
Yeah.
I didn't get those references. I only seen season 1 of BoJack.
Oh, okay. It's from a season of the show where
Yeah.
J.D. Salinger runs a game show.
Oh, okay, that's
It's
fun.
very good.
Yeah.
My Instagram is Arthur Hickman. Come and sexually harass me in my direct messages. Also,
Hell yeah.
Also, I do stand-up comedy about 5 years ago. So be on the lookout for that.
Hell yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Oh, I have a podcast coming out. Don't have the date yet, but it's coming out at some point. Unnecessary Sequels. I write sequels to movies that don't need them, and then we do a table read. The first one is fuck. That's the movie. No, it's The Departed. So it's The Departed 2 Reparted.
Oh, that sounds fun. Hey, if you need a Wahlberg.
We already did it. I had to do Wahlberg, but I will hit you up for another acting part.
Oh, okay.
I'm sure we're gonna do another Wahlberg movie. I'm sure.
Yeah. How do you not hit me up for Wahlberg?
It was like very quick because we might have to actually refilm the episode. If we do, I'll hit you up.
Where was it? What you filmed it?
We filmed. I mean, like the podcast episode.
you
We
mean
had to film it.
recorded it?
We had to record it once because very quickly when it turned out Amazon hit us up to maybe sponsor the show, and
wow.
let me give you a tip. They said no.
Wait, who you do it with?
Walker Glenn and I write it, and
Doesn't he live in San Francisco?
yeah, so we record a cross thing, and then all that happens is you can keep the sound quality fine by just each of us records via Skype,
Got
and
it.
the connection's fine. But then we just each record on our own end. And
Got
then
it.
combine them.
Got it. Oh, okay.
And
Wow.
Will Scoville produces it, so it's got good production, so it sounds nice.
San Francisco, man, they got that tech shit figured out.
Yeah, boy, do they.
Yeah. Check out my website, Robbie Gannon. I'm at the Creek on just all the time doing mics. No, but I'm at the Creek on the 19th not 19th. Whatever next Wednesday is. 22nd at 10 p.m. And all right.
Hell yeah.
Thanks, guys.
Love you.
Thank you.